I'm in Paris right now, and they had stopped here before their way to the Calais Gap, and they did what was called a bivouac, where they grouped and checked their equipment, made sure everything was working properly, got more ammo, whatever. And quite possibly they did it in these fields here. At that time it was probably a lot less vegetated. There wouldn't be any corn crop there, obviously, and they would have just grouped together here, and thousands of men, tanks, trucks, whatever, and they would just set up camp somewhere around here. But this was the area that they did it. Amazing to be here. Months. Guy over on the side just hanging out. I'll wave to him. He didn't wave back. Thinking, what the hell is that guy doing in this town? St. Vincent. I wonder if Paul is around here too. This is actually a quite a populated area. There's villages every few miles, and there are people still living in them. This is a quite nice one. A fairly new buildings, probably from the 50s, which is new for France. Drivers don't like to stop here any more than they do in Wisconsin. The little village on my way. Girl with a baby, probably smoking. Uh-oh. They have the road closed, and I talked to the worker guys. None of them spoke English. I had to show them on my GPS where I'm going, and I begged them to let me go through, and they let me go through. It was pretty funny. I wish I would have got that on tape. There's 4 guys trying to figure out where I was going. Of course, I wasn't saying any of the cities correctly, so they didn't know. Couldn't understand where I was going. It was funny, but people can communicate. It's remarkable. Essay. Dad would have been through here. I wonder how many people actually live in these places, because they look abandoned to me. But maybe not. People walking around in every one of them. Oh yeah, it's a school.
Turn right.
Seize. This was a major objective, reaching this. like a little clandestine meeting in the parking lot. I just stopped off to get a sandwich at one of these pastry shops. Pretty cool. They're all over the place. Of course, they can't understand me, but you just point and use your fingers and tell them what you want. It's pretty easy. Headed through Versailles. I just love these villages. See the cathedral in the back. Looks like some kind of a festival going on here. One thing I found is the French like to have little festivals. I don't know what they're celebrating. This is tight. I mean, really tight. I was actually quite lucky to find a parking place. Usually you cannot find parking anywhere in any city that's got any kind of population in it. It's almost impossible. Wow, that's a nice cathedral.
Right on Place du Général de Gaulle, then take the first left.
Well, I wouldn't want to drive down here every day to go to work. I don't think these people work anyway. Seems way up high. Very difficult to get to. But was another village that would have been liberated. More construction. I don't really know what that means. I'm gonna try to get through. One way to get through, and they're tearing it up, but I talked to the guy. He says I can come through. Wow, that was a trip. Well, it's the second time I've gone through construction, closed roads. There's only one way to go. You can't go any other way. There's this big truck. I don't know where he thinks he's going. Look at these buildings. I'm sure this would have looked the same in 1944. Probably hasn't been painted since 1944.
In 4 miles. Turn right on Rue de la Source.
Castle over here. I don't use my blinker anymore. understands me when I say I gotta go to Gaze. Gaze. Yep, my dad was here. Probably spent a week here.
Turn right on Route de Rouen.
People pass even on these little streets because they don't like the way I'm driving. I gotta find a place to park. Wow, I just stumbled on this. I don't even know where I am. Somewhere on the way to Drew. But this is the ruins of some medieval castle. No, I don't know anything about it. So we'll have to look it up. But just amazing. Amazing. Very nice setting. Walk down the steps. I think this was the castle of Baron von Provisenstein. I'm not sure. Or they should have their name. Maybe I had a little sailboat. Probably the tower. This is probably where the Baron von Provisenstein locked up his damsels. Don't know. The Abbey of Uche, now they say Abbey Saint Everul. Said it went into decline in the 1400s. So this is pretty old. And it's still, you can still see it. I hope my house lasts through one storm.